Hi, I'm Verduyn from Verduyn Tarps, and this is our Eagle Smart Tarp Retractable Tarping System. We have two main styles of rear door. Our standard style is the rope and pulley style. It's fast and easy. We also have an optional crank style, which if you want to keep your whole rear door space open, we use that. Today I'm going to show you how to properly use both. Let's take a look. To open our rope and pulley style, you undo the 4-inch rubber straps on the back of the system. You take your bottom 4-inch strap and you hook it onto your chest handle on the side. You make sure your hooks are facing outward so it doesn't scratch your tarp up. You do the same on the driver's side over here. Make sure your bottom hook again is hooked to your chest handle on the side. Grab your rope, pull down and roll up your rear flap. Once your rear flap is all the way open, you wrap the rope around the rope hooks twice. That holds it in place, and then you coil the rest of the rope into your hand and hook it on the top of the rope hook. That keeps the rope off the ground so you won't drive over it. If ever you need your rear flap entirely out of the way, simply grab a push broom. To close the system, you just unhook the rope, let the rope slide through your hand so the rear flap will fall down. You grab the back end of the rear flap and pull it out so it straightens itself out and will stick to the Velcro properly. Then you take your rubber straps on your rein flaps and hook them to your main flap. You do that on both sides. You make sure your hooks are facing outward so it doesn't scratch your tarp up. Then you're ready to drive away. Once you've pulled the rear flap away from the Velcro, you come around the side here and pull this spring bolt out to release your handle. Slide your crank handle out and take the U-joint end, stick the square bar into the square tubing that's in the bottom of your rear flap. Then you start cranking your system to open that rear door. Crank it till you're about a foot and a half from the top. Then what you want to do is give it a good shove so you're pushing away from your system so it will swing around and land on top of your system. When you're closing your system, release the rubber strap and grab your crank handle. You want to push the rear flap off the top of your system, but make sure you hold that crank handle tight because when it falls off, it will give you a jolt. Roll your rear flap closed and all the way to the bottom, and then pull your crank handle out of the bar at the lower end of the tarp. A good idea is to replace your crank handle right away so you don't forget it. So slide it back into the holder and make sure you use the spring bolt to lock it in place. Grab the rear flap, pull it out and position it properly on the Velcro strips. Then you're ready to release the rein flaps and put them over top of your main flap and do up your bungee cords. Again, make sure the point of the bungee cord is facing outward so it doesn't scratch or make a hole in your tarp. Do that with both sides and you're ready to roll. Drivers open and close their flap many times each and every day. It's something we don't think too much about. That's the way we like it. Simple and reliable. Using the techniques in this video, you can be sure your Eagle will never let you down.